Assalamualaikum Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh. My name is Rizkawati Nurhasanah, and today I'm going to talk about my understanding of ontology and epistemology based on Dr. Momin's video in the Research Methods and Statistics channel. So basically, ontology is the study or concern about what kinds or things exist. In the qualitative research, ontology is focused on the typology, on the types, on pragmatism and constructivism. Why? Because qualitative researchers say that social reality is construct. Qualitative researchers and social actors construct reality, and then they create meaning, and this meaning becomes so important that sometimes this meaning are locally accomplished reality. In 1913, a theorem named Thomas said that if men define situation as real, they are real in their consequences, which is a very pragmatism statement or pragmatism view about social reality. Because it doesn't matter whether less reality out there, as long as it's usable and as long as people define it's real in the consequences, so we don't need to look whether it's real or not. Many qualitative researchers say that what we are studying is how people create reality. And then ontology deals with nature or involves the philosophy of reality, because ontology is concerned with the nature and properties of the state of being existing. Ontology also helps researchers recognize how certain they can be about the nature and existence of objects they are researching. And then the second branch is the epistemology or the study of knowledge. So if we talk reality in the ontology, in epistemology we discuss how we understand, or can we understand the reality, or do we need to measure reality. Epistemology has many or several dimensions. The first dimension is objectivity and subjectivity. Objectivity in itself is a goal rather than something we can accomplish. That is one way of looking knowledge. The second dimension is question versus explanation. Dimension here is a different view on how we get knowledge. The third dimension is verification versus falsification. How do we get knowledge is by verification. It helps us creating theory, and in falsification we try to test the theory. And the fourth dimension is empirical versus rational. Empirical focus on the senses, focus of observing, where rational is the idea that we have to sit down and ponder and wonder about social reality, and we have to theorize rather than observe. And from that, we know that epistemology is important because it influences researchers frame their research in their attempts to discover knowledge. So I think that's all about my explanation of ontology and epistemology of qualitative research. Thank you so much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.